Today I am going to explain you about national liberation movement in the colonies. Let us discuss about the continents. As we all know that the European power, like European continent, was most of the powerful continent among all the continents, as which it could able to dominate all the other continents too. Example, if we take like continents like Africa, Asia, the Latin American countries, and the few countries who were controlled by the other colonial powers, and these were the shaded countries which were different colonies and all. And at the same time here we are going to deal with China topic about how the two different phases of China and how the establishment of a republic and what are the parties of China we are going to discuss now. So we are going to move on to the topic of China. China, at the beginning of the 20th century, China was under the powerful emperors, and which it was ruled by the Manchu emperors. Nearly 13 emperors ruled China. Finally, these Manchu emperors were not able to defend the country, so they were not continued to rule the China. Finally, a person who was called, who was considered as a first republic and first republican president of China was Sun Yat-sen. When we speak about the Sun Yat-sen, he was a person who was very much worried about the fate of China, and even he wanted to bring the republic for China. So, in this regard, Manchu dynasty was overthrown by the great leader called Sun Yat-sen in the year 1911. And even he has come with the programs called Three Principles. The three principles of Sun Yat-sen were San, Mean, Chew. San, Mean, Chew were the three principles of Sun Yat-sen: nationalism, democracy, socialism. And let us discuss the three principles of Sun Yat-sen. Nationalism is nothing but overthrowing the Manchu dynasty and at the same time showing the love towards the nation and having a patriotic zeal towards the nation. And coming to the democracy, democracy is nothing but establishing a democratic government. And the socialism, they wanted to take the land reforms and land distribution, and even they wanted to concentrate in modernizing the industries and all. These were the three principles of Sun Yat-sen, where he could able to bring the republic, but it was not successful. So let us move on to the next, the important concept of this, the 4th May 1919, which was considered as a May 4th movement, which it was held up by the students of Beijing in China, the capital of China, where they were against the demonstration which was held against the Treaty of Versailles. They wanted to bring many changes in China. The demands, they wanted to have a simple language script, and at the same time they wanted to put an end for the abolition of abolishing the subordination of women and the foot binding system. Here the foot binding system is nothing but the women were not allowed to have a fully grown feet. That was also, they had demanded that to establish. And even they wanted to see an end of the many aspects, like they wanted to put an end for the poverty and at the same time inequality. And they have brought many changes. They wanted to have a language, a simple language and script, and at the same time they wanted to bring the changes of social and economic to end the poverty and to have a equality. And they need the changes in marriage and divorce. These were the demands and these were the changes they wanted to see in the China. And when we speak about the two different parties, what were established in China were, first party was Kuomintang party. The leader of that party was Sun Yat-sen. But after the death of Sun Yat-sen, Chiang Kai-shek could able to continue the leader as the leader of that party, and the other party was CCP party, Chinese Communist Party, and the leader for that Chinese Communist Party was Mao Zedong. So when we speak about this, actually they wanted to come out with the political philosophy of the Sun Yat-sen. And later on, as we told that the republic was not established and that China was ruled by the warlords. China was under the control of the warlords. Here the warlords are nothing but the regional military powers where they had a control on the mainland, especially the mainland and over the China also. Here the political philosophy, by identifying that the Sun Yat-sen, who could able to identify the many things and he wanted to change the fate of China. He was very much concerned about the fate of China to bring the changes. At the same time here, the party is called Kuomintang Party. Kuomintang Party was also called as KMT. KMT is nothing but Kuomintang, and that is also called as the National People's Party. This is the party. The ideas, the political ideas and the ideology of that Sun Yat-sen was, he could able to identify the great needs of the China. They are food, clothing, shelter and transportation. These were the four basic needs, the great needs which were identified by the Kuomintang Party. But after that, he could not able to continue in that. Why? Because the next leader, the next Chiang Kai-shek was succeeded, and at the same time the party was unable to control or to bring the changes of the rural areas. Especially he was very much, he is nothing but here the Chiang Kai-shek was very much controlled, and he was he tried to militarize the nation even. He wanted to establish the more warlords, and at the same time he was not very much concerned about the rural China. He concentrated only on the urbanization, urbanates, petty urbanates and modernizing the industries and all. And he had come with the virtues. He gave the virtues for the people of China. The virtues were chastity, appearance, speech, work. The other one is women were confined to the household activities. And these were the virtues of the Chiang Kai-shek. Especially, he was not the person who was not concentrated on the rural areas as of that. And when we speak about the not on the mainland. Thank you.